In this video, we will show you how to replace your front sway bar links on this Ford Fusion. This is part of your front steering and suspension, located inside of your front wheel well. Let's get into it. Safely raise and support the front of the vehicle, we can start removing the wheel. To remove your wheel, you have 5 19mm lug nuts. We'll get those out of the way and we can remove this. Take hold of the wheel, remove it from the vehicle. Moving along, we're going to disconnect the upper portion of the sway bar link from your front strut. To do this, you'll find in the center of the sway bar link you have a port for a 6mm Allen head socket. The nut itself is an 18mm. I'm going to break the nut free, but what you'll find when you go to turn the nut is the stud will eventually start turning as well, so we'll have to use 2 tools at that point. Got some movement here. With this broken free, we'll continue on with our 18mm wrench directly on that 18mm nut. At this point, we're going to have to turn the stud of the sway bar link clockwise, which will be loosening the nut. We have our bracket for our ABS wire that should slide right off that front strut. Quick inspection, make sure it's not rotted and damaged. Let's take hold of the sway bar link now, slide it right on out of place. Let's follow the front sway bar link all the way down to where it connects to the front sway bar. We're going to be using the same tools here. This time, the nut is on the back side. You can use a ratcheting wrench if necessary. Take hold of that sway bar link and remove it from the vehicle. Now we can prepare to install our brand new front sway bar link. When installing this, you're going to find that you will have to use different tools. Along the shaft of the sway bar link, you're going to find an area that you can hold with either some locking pliers or an 18mm wrench. For the mounting nut, that's also an 18mm. Looking at the very tip of the stud, it does not have the area for that Allen head socket to hold the stud. We'll make sure we have it in the proper orientation so that the stud of the lower portion of the sway bar link goes through that sway bar in towards the center. Start on the 18mm nut by hand and we'll snug it up. To tighten this, I have my 18mm wrench. I'm going to go right on this area of the sway bar link stud. Ratcheting wrench. Now that I have that snug, I'm going to torque it to 45 foot-pounds. Let's bring the sway bar link over to our front strut. We're going to bring it along the back side of the strut, sliding it through, and then continue on with our ABS wire bracket. Install the mounting hardware here. Now I'm going to torque this to 45 foot-pounds. Double check, make sure everything's secured. Now it's time to install our front wheel. We'll get this in place. Start on all 5 of our 19mm lug nuts. Once we have them bottomed out, get the wheel safely back on the ground and torque each of them to 100 foot-pounds. With the wheel safely back on the ground, we'll be torquing these in a crisscross manner to 100 foot-pounds. Torqued. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. At this point, go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test down to your local alignment shop. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.